So it's great when you come out for batting practice. You never know who you're going to see. First of all, I have to tell you, I am a little disappointed. All right, because you're wearing a blue shirt and green glasses. Normally, they're always matching.
Well, you know, I had on an olive suit with an olive and blue tie earlier, and I changed the pants, but I didn't change the suit. So, you know.
There you go. All right, so, you know, it's funny because I think there isn't a person in this country that when they see Al Roker, a smile doesn't come to their face.
Well, my ex-wife maybe, but yeah, that's about it, hopefully.
But you are beloved by so many, and especially in a world now where we're so, you know, split. You are universally beloved. What do you owe that? What do you think the reason for that is?
Well, look, we try to. My mantra is to try. Hopefully, people feel a little bit better after they finish watching the Today Show than before they started it. And look, listen, the weather's not always good news, especially these days. But you know, we try to make people, try to be a little positive, try to leave people with a smile on their face, and just give people facts and leave everything else out of it.
You're here at a Met game. Why are you here, number one, and how long have you been a baseball fan?
I've been a baseball fan since I can remember, although I will say, if I'm completely honest, I'm a big fan. I'll never forget my dad. First of all, I lived in a house divided. My mother, God rest her soul, Elizabeth Roker, was a diehard Mets fan. My father, Al Roker Sr., God rest his soul, was a diehard Yankees fan. So I was Switzerland. You know, it was like whatever game, whoever was watching, yay! That said, I'm a New York baseball fan, first off. Secondly, before I was a baseball fan, I was really a really big fan of baseball food. You know, a stadium hot dog, Bazzini peanuts, Cracker Jacks. You can't go wrong. It's on a day like this, sitting in the stands with a hot dog and a cold beverage, you can't ask for anything. But that's why it's America's pastime, because you've got a team of 9 guys on one side, 9 guys on the other, playing as one. There's a lot less ego, I think, in baseball. I think people like team, you know, the we as opposed to the me, and you just get to bask in a great pastime. You know, that is for the most part pretty much as our parents watched and our grandparents watched.
Growing up, who was your favorite player?
Oh gosh, Willie Mays, Tom Seaver. When you talk Yankees, Don Mattingly. I mean, I remember actually winning a Roger Maris home run baseball game when I told a joke on Wonderama to Sonny Fox.
Wow.
So, you know, I remember New York baseball. Yogi Berra, you know, getting to meet Yogi Berra is still one of those moments you always cherish. Joe DiMaggio, Jackie Robinson, you know, all these legends that, but today, you know, whether it's, any number of these players today, you know, they seem a little humbler, a throwback to, you know, these great baseball legends that we grew up watching.
Any chance you remember the joke you told on Wonderama?
I don't, sadly, but it was pretty bad. But Sonny Fox laughed like it was the funniest thing. And that was the other thing. That's the other thing about New York. I mean, New York baseball and New York television, especially back in the 60s and 70s when you had these great TV show hosts like Sonny Fox, Bob McAllister, Sandy Becker, Soupy Sales, Zachary, Officer Joe Bolton, you know. They were as beloved and well-known as any number of players.
Lastly, so which was a bigger thrill? How old were you when you were on the Wonderama?
Oh, I think I was 10, 12 years old.
All right, so which was a bigger thrill, being a 10 or 11-year-old on Wonderama and being on TV, or being in that iconic subway, you know, scene on Seinfeld?
two different thrills, you know. I mean, look, it's still people still come up to me depending on what they're, you know, where they see Seinfeld. They say, you were just on Seinfeld last night, or I saw you yesterday afternoon. But you know, to know that, you know, I've been on New York television since I was 12. You know, a little bit of a break in between, but you know, this is what's I love about being a New Yorker. You know, and that was, I'll tell you what, Mark, the thing. I think we always do something. At the end of the day, we want our parents to be proud of us. And when I was able to bring my mom and dad to Shea Stadium at the time, it was Shea Stadium, because they've been both gone before Citi Field, and to be able to bring my dad to Yankee Stadium, you know, and you know, and they're like, oh, my boy did this, you know, and that's the beauty of this.
So I'm fairly confident that since you're here, you must have checked out the weather. We're going to get tonight's game in.
I'm pretty sure, but that's no guarantee. Let me tell you, there have been days where I've been here and I've been at Yankee Stadium, and I'm looking and like, you know, sweetie, I think we're going to leave now before things turn and people turn on us.
Thanks so much, Allie.